Hey guys, how's it going? Spencer Montgomery here, and in this video I want to give you guys a life update. I feel like it's a good time to talk about what's been going on in my life because a lot has changed since the last video I made. The last video I made, I think, was about how I was dealing with the pandemic. Right now we are just entering the month of September and a lot has happened, as I said, so I'm going to get into that right now. First of all, what happened after wasn't much until right before I went to school. Now, as you can see, I'm not in my normal place. I'm actually in an apartment, which if you guys want, I can give you guys a tour of this apartment because it is unbelievable. And I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity to live in an apartment, let alone an apartment like this one. Like, there's so many cool things about it. There's like a rooftop pool and everything. I got really cool roommates, and I feel so very lucky because some people are at home financially, and it feels good to be back in Tampa and not in Boca. Second thing is I got a job, not just any ordinary job. Like, I didn't get a job as like a cashier at Panera. No, I got a job selling solar panels. Let me explain a little bit further. Okay, the job. The job is an all commission based job. So that means that I will not make a single dime until I get a sale. Now, I haven't made any money yet with the job because school has been crazy, and I'll get into that a little bit further as well. But I got a job selling solar panels to houses, and I probably, if you guys would like to make a video about why I personally think solar is better over having your utility bill. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but if you guys wanted more of an explanation of how solar works, because I now have a good idea about how solar works, that I can explain it to people who don't understand, because I didn't understand it, and a lot of people do not understand solar, and I actually think it is very interesting how it can save you money, and it's good for the environment. And let me show you guys something. The company gave me an iPad. Look at this. Like, this is next level stuff. And I can literally build the solar panels for houses on here with this app. It's unbelievable. I'm not really going to say the company because I don't think that really matters in this video. Unless if you guys are actually interested in getting solar for your house, then of course we can talk about that. So yeah, they gave me an iPad, and I am trying to close my first deal pretty soon, and I'll give you guys an update on how that goes. And to give you guys some reference, they pay pretty well. Like, it's not like commission job at like a store. It's a lot. And the fact that I have Asperger's syndrome, and I got a job like this is unbelievable. It's crazy. I think it's a very I don't even feel like I deserve to have like something like that. And also, I got it of all times during a pandemic. I cannot tell you how long I've been trying to apply for jobs. I've gone on and off about it. I'm not gonna say like I was applying for this long and never got a job. I was on and off, but I applied to probably over like 100 different places, or maybe 150 in my and like everyone was like, you need more experience. I'm like, well, so how am I gonna get experience if no one's gonna accept me? And this place accepted me, and I'm really excited to get started with this job. And again, I'll give you guys more about the job, and if you want more about solar, I can make more videos about it. So that's my new job. The last thing is school. Now, oh my God, this has been crazy. This week in particular has been pretty bad. Well, I'm gonna say it wasn't, there are worse things happening in the world right now, but a lot of crap happened. So what happened was, I'm 2 weeks into my classes, and I got dropped from one of them. I'm taking about 5 classes. I got dropped from my microeconomics class. You guys are probably asking, how did you get dropped? That's a good question. So apparently I didn't attend the lecture, even though I did. So I was very confused why, and I'm trying to figure it out, how to get back into the class. But that was very stressful. And then my car got towed because apparently I parked in the wrong spot directly next to mine in the parking garage. And some idiot decided to call the tow truck, even though they could have just called me and asked me to move my car. But okay, so yeah, $200 is down the drain, which is always nice. And not really. That was a joke, by the way. And then our AC went out. Now, it's not broken. It just, it needed a maintenance repair, and it had like a safety system where too much water got in the AC and it turned off. And so we had no AC for a day in Florida, it wasn't fun. And I'm not gonna lie to you, online classes are very stressful. I didn't have any of my crap together. I didn't have any stuff in my planner, and I wasn't very organized, and I was extremely anxious, very, very anxious. I still am. Kind of feels good to talk to you guys, even though I'm just talking to my iPhone, but it feels good. It almost feels like therapy, almost talking. And I'm very anxious. I was anxious to the point where I could feel like in my chest, no matter what I did, even if I like worked out, because usually working out is like my place to feel good and get everything off. I felt good working out, but it didn't take my anxiety away. It was always there. When I went to bed, when I woke up, I woke up feeling terrible mentally, and it took a toll on me so much that it made me feel physically terrible, can be kind of confusing in this age, but I know what my body does when it's anxious versus if it's sick, which is kind of good to know. But that was very stressful. And it is Friday night right now, and I'm just happy that this week is over because it's been crazy. This 3 weeks, I've been here for about 3 weeks now. I moved into this apartment about a week before classes started, so I got to kind of get situated and set up the apartment. We're still not even done decorating it because, I got a lot of stuff to decorate this place because this room has a lot of blank walls, but I got some cool stuff coming in. So I, unlike last year, have the coolest roommates. So we're in a 4-bedroom apartment, but I only have 2 roommates, so it's only 3 of us. The other bedroom's waiting for someone to come in and eventually sign, but I don't think that's gonna happen because there's a lot of empty bedrooms because no one, everyone's at home still. So I got this one roommate. He is so cool. He is very social, but he's very neat, and that's like really important to me because my last roommate wasn't that neat. And since we're in an apartment, I don't have to worry about if they go to sleep at a certain time. I have my own bedroom and bathroom, which is so nice. I've actually never had a bathroom in my own bedroom before. I've always had to walk outside. So it's really nice to have, I think it's called an ensuite bathroom. So that's really cool. And this other roommate, he doesn't talk a lot. Like he doesn't interact with us that much, but he's actually a really cool guy. And he's very neat as well, which is all I wanted because, again, my last experience wasn't so great with my previous roommate, to say the least. And I absolutely love living in an apartment. It's definitely different, though, than living in a dorm. I definitely think that if you are going to college, well, maybe going to not now, but when everything starts to get maybe a little more normal, I would recommend living in a dorm your first year, unless if you actually know people. But if you're going to college knowing nobody, I highly recommend living in a dorm because it's just a certain type of experience. And I recommend like not like an apartment dorm, like an actual dorm, like a traditional with the communal bathrooms, or like the one with the bathroom inside. There's like a common area outside. Like you get to know people, because I've met so many people from just being in my dorm last year, and I made made good friends with a lot of people in my building. I was very social. I actually got our whole floor together that year. I remember we had this like app called GroupMe for our whole floor, and I literally just sent in the chat, do you guys want to play Cards Against Humanity? Now, if you guys don't know what Cards Against Humanity is, it's just a very inappropriate, terrible game that's not very, if you don't have a sense of humor, and if you don't like dirty words, then just please don't play the game. But it is so good. I love the game, and the whole floor met each other. That I didn't really become friends with the floor, but I kind of initiated it almost. We all were talking, and it was fun. And same with my roommates actually. When I first found out who my roommates were, I got an email from the place here. The place here is called The Standard, so I'm just gonna give that as a reference. And so the Standard emailed me my apartment number, my roommates, and so I reached out to them and introduced myself, and just we all got to know each other, so it wouldn't be really awkward when we first moved in, and it's great so far. I literally couldn't be happier. It's awesome. So I'm having a pretty good time here. It sometimes can get a little lonely because there aren't a lot of people. Like, all my friends are either on campus or they just don't want to hang out because of COVID and whatnot. But yeah. I forgot to tell you guys some other stuff that I did, or rather resolved. So I had some, well, I wouldn't say issues, but when you're 20, 21 years old, you know, and you're still living with your parents, things happen between you and your parents because you guys think differently. You want to be on your own. Your parents probably want you out of the house, or they just have different ways of parenting, and it's very annoying. And I had issues with both my parents. Since my parents are divorced, I had an issue with family. I'm not really going to get too into it, but I solved the issue by just talking to them instead of being all defensive, because a lot of people, including myself, can be sometimes very defensive. If you literally just have a formal, mature, I'm going to say mature because even if you're young, like 13 years old, if you have a mature conversation with your parent about it, they will have a better time listening. And I told that family, I've told both my parents, and it worked. And we're good now. It was an issue. I think Corona, I'm just going to say Corona, got us all messed up. I definitely can say that for a fact. Okay, you guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked the video, please consider subscribing, maybe hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video.